Right, Cheltenham Festival time then. Day one. How you doing, Doug?
I'm good. And yourself, Martin?
I'm fine, thank you. A little bit worse for wear from a bit too much partying, but apart from that, I'm fine. Looking forward to a good week's racing, even more so because I've got the first day off because you've got to do it all.
That's right. Should be interesting carnival.
It should, but we've sadly got no fashion this time. We don't do fashion at Cheltenham, so we'll just have to stick to the horse race. And I've been sort of like learning all about shoes and Jimmy Choo and all them sort of people, and all for nothing.
That's the one. Yep.
So
there'll be a lot of disappointed people out there.
There will. We'll perhaps have to see if we can pick out a few nice people in the crowd to put pictures up of, but I don't think we'll maybe get choice. Certainly won't do any fashion parades today. We'll perhaps see if we can sort one out for tomorrow, shall we? Just to keep everybody happy. I know one or two people get quite excited about it. Have to have a quick cold shower before the racing starts, but I don't want to disappoint anybody.
Everyone likes a bit of a chat about a fascinator, so.
Of course I do, yeah. So, first race then, Skybret Supreme Novices Hurdle, Grade 1.
I think you're going to win the tipping disc for Cheltenham because you follow the hunt a bit closer than what I do, so I'm going to be like Flo from Handicap. I'm just going to be picking out the horse with the prettiest colours, so, or the nicest sounding name.
Right, okay.
So we've got 2 miles, so about 3,300 metres.
Yeah, 2 miles and a half a furlong we've got. So
everyone's, I know we've got some competition for 20 quid in the forums.
Yeah, that's what Stu set up. We'll be chatting to Stu later on in the programme. He's giving us a few
it'd be good.
insight into two of his horses and a few things he gets on. He trains all his horses on the beach, but I don't want to sort of give too many secrets away. So.
Oh, that's interesting. So I'll pick one out. Everyone's pretty keen that Leon Van Rensburg's going to have a big Cheltenham carnival.
I think that's probably right.
I'm going to pull one out of the hat here. I'm going to go with John Morgan's horse, so I can't really pronounce.
Edelweiss de Moulin, that is. Yeah, that's it. Go on, have another go. Yeah, have another go.
Edelweiss du Moulin.
Well, nearly right. You got the hardest bit right and the easiest bit wrong. It's Edelweiss de Moulin is what it is.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's mine.
We're going to talk to John later as well. He's also given us a few insights into some of his horses. He didn't actually mention that one, so maybe I should have told you that before you picked it.
No, he probably hadn't mentioned it for a reason.
I'm looking at this. It's to say this is like the top older aged horses novice sort of hurdle of the meeting. The form's not particularly strong for many of these. There's only a couple of winners in there, so it's a bit of an open race. This, I mean, anybody could win it. I'm half tempted to tip myself because my horse in this Dancing Full is a 2 mile hurdler, but he's never been able to race over 2 mile hurdles because I brought him in the window, and the first week the only race I could get him in was 2.5 miles, which was too far for him really. But I needed to get a mark so I could run him the week after. And he ran okay, and then since then I've been running him over fences, and he's done all right. I sort of saw this race late on when I was doing my entries, and I thought, well, the form of that race doesn't look that good. And I think I want to stick him in this because he is actually what I put him in for. Although initially I was going to put him in the Triumph, which is just for 4-year-olds. So I'm sort of half tempted to tip myself, but that would be wrong. And, I'm gonna just say mine's got a sneaking chance, but the one I'm gonna go for is the one I think will win, and that's David Robertson's Parchment. David Robertson is my tip to be the top trainer of the week. And I think he's going to get off to a flyer with that one.
That's cool.
It's a dual winner, and there's not many winners in the field.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because you look at some of these horses like Parchment, Hothead there for Leon. It's probably his last start, really soiled its book there. Royal Cheneau for Paul Rhodes. Dominion of Titans has been roundabouts in races, and then you got Heated Beach there for Darren Thompson, and Moylet Surfer always has one that bobs up there with Nature's Fortune. So yeah, your horses are for sure.
Yeah, I think he's got a chance. We're disappointed if we don't finish in the top 10 anyway. So, but it's so it's surprising that one. There's not quite not too many hot bots in that, which is a bit of a shock. So moving on to race 2 then, where we've got the exact opposite because we've got quite a few hot bots in this one. This is the Racing Post Arc Novice Chase, 2 miles. Not a particularly big field, which is surprising. Quite a few races this week where the field looks a bit smaller than I'd have thought it would be.
Yeah, especially a 2 mile race too, isn't it? You'd expect that would be that most trainers would have 2 milers, and being a Usyk G1, so yeah, you just think there'd be a little bigger field.
Yeah,
so
well, I don't know about you, but I did my sort of entries and I ended up having to do in a bit of a hurry, and I leave it till sort of like the last day, and I look at entries already and then think, oh, that's an easier looking race, I'll put it in that one. I didn't do that this week, and there's, especially on the flat, there's quite a few races that are weaker than you'd expect. I know we're talking about jumps now, but on the flat, the 2-year-old races, the nurseries look stronger than the group races, and I think people are looking for easier wins, really, and it's somebody's going to sneak a couple of Group 2s, I think, on the flat this week that wouldn't normally get them. Anyway, back to what we're talking about here. Yep. It's between Paul's and Josh's, I think. Staying of the Day is pretty consistent. Classic is pretty good as well, but I'm going to go for Josh's Staying of the Day.
I'm going to stick with John Morgan and Josephino, because I think I called its last start where it fell near that one of the last jumps of the race. And yeah, I'm going to stick with Josephino. It's just a horse I've called it a couple of times and it's caught my eye, but as you said up the top there, Classic, Dr. Watson, Stay Another Day, you know, they're all good horses, and you know, any of them they can win for sure.
Yeah, that looks like it'll be a good race, that one, despite the small field. And we've got the Ultima Handicap Chase next. Was 3 miles this time, so we're going a little bit further. Bigger field this time, much bigger field actually.
So we've got it's just a G3 handicap, so it should be a pretty open race. The horses might get in with a view here with lower weight. Look, you got to look. Paul Rhodes has got a horse in here, DuPont. It's got a 90 rating and hadn't done much in this last 4 starts. A fall and then dropped the jockey and finished outside the 10, but also had a second. That's one you'd probably look at.
I tell you what's strange about that one. If you have a look at that one, it's a 9-year-old. I can't imagine Paul Rhodes having too many 9-year-olds in his stable.
Yeah, that's even more interesting, isn't it?
Of course, we're in this race as well, you know.
Oh, are we?
Martin
yeah,
and
we
Doug,
are too.
Yeah.
The Martin and Doug.
Yeah, but there's no big and bouncy this week, though.
I would have been looking for the 0 to 100 race for Martin and Doug. Then I would have tipped it. But I reckon in this one, I'm just going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to go with Colin Clark's horse here. He's been around the money, and Colin's having a pretty good season, I think. So I'm going to go with Sir Big.
You know, there's 2 really interesting horses in this race for me. One of them is the one that's the top weight Belcourt Charm, David Robertson. Now I'm pretty sure that won one of the really big races last year. I think he might have won the King George or something like that. It certainly won a Group 1 and it top weight in this handicap, so that's going to result in quite a few of them being out of the handicap down the bottom. So if that can look that weight round it, it's definitely the class horse of the race. But then you look a bit further down the list. Leon van Rensburg's got Blue Shift, which is rated 112 in a chase, but it's rated 160 over hurdles. Now, with the amount of hurdle races there are, he could have put that in this week. He must think that's got a really good chance to put it in this race.
Yeah, it's a huge show, especially when you've got to remember it's a handicap, so it's coming in with 112 rating. So it's going to be quite well weighted. It
is, yeah, that's what I mean. So, it's going to be getting the best part of. It's going to get 32 pounds from Belcourt Charm. So that's enough to make me tip it. So it's Blue Shift for me, because I don't think Leon would be running a 160 rated hurdler off 112 in a chase unless he thought it would win.
No, that's a good point. You may be on the winner there. But I'm going to stick with Sir.
So the big races after that then. Next, the big race of the day, the Champion Hurdle. Pretty sort of decent sized field again, as you'd expect.
Look at the rating of Kingdom of Titans.
Yeah, it's pretty big, isn't it?
171. I don't think I've seen one that rated that high. It might be hard to go past it. It's
level weights this as well, so it's not going to give any weight away. So it's going to be difficult to beat, isn't it, really?
Yep.
But Josh doesn't seem to think it'll go in the ground. But you know what? It's only good. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people moaning about the going this week, saying that the going's ruined it. But good ground. If a horse can't run on good ground, it shouldn't be running at all.
Yeah, that's what I
don't think anybody can use that.
And if it's a mudlark,
the
old mudlark is usually just a hack of a horse anyway. So
yeah, if you can't race on good ground, then you've no business being in these races in the first place. So that's my first gripe and dig at everybody of the day, is that stop whinging about the going, because it's good going. What else would you want? It's I moaned last year when it was heavy. Good is a fair playing field for everybody, I think, and it's difficult to see anything improving enough to beat that Kingdom of Titans, and I think that could well be a very quick double for Josh.
Yep, and I'll definitely go for Kingdom of Titans as well.
So that's the first one we've agreed on then. 4 races in, and we've got one
That's
we've
right.
both agreed
Yep.
on. So that's got to be good.
It's unanimous.
Quite a few decent horses in that race as well. If you think about it, there's some good winners in there. So
Definitely.
it should be good. But Kingdom of Titans ought to be. If it's really worth 171, then it ought to win that
Yeah.
quite comfortably, I think.
Yep.
So you've got a bit of fun coming up after that. You've got the cross country race, you know, where they jump over all the funny fences and go up the banks and swim across a river and all that sort of stuff. Do you remember from last season?
Fantastic. I'll be looking forward to that. So
It'll be a bit different.
Glenfarr class.
you won't have a clue what's coming up. It's because they only have the one race a year over it, and it's I don't know if you remember it from last season. It's the fences are all funny and they jump over hedges and all sorts of things. So it's difficult to remember what's coming up next. Should be a fun race.
What do you like?
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because it depends how they jump these funny fences. Because it's not like a normal race. Because the fences are all strange and they run up banks and they jump over poles and logs and things. And it depends. Ramsey's Kevin Minahan, I think, ran in it last year. I'm pretty sure it did. Certainly ran in quite a few of these type of races last year. That looks like it's got a chance. He got a once raced, once won John Morgan as well. That's got to be interesting.
The young Kenny.
But I think I'm going to go with Ramsey's Kevin Minahan. I think that'll get him a win, and he'll probably be disappointed in the end because it'll put its weight up for the National next week.
I'm gonna stick with John Morgan again. That's 3 out of 5 races I've going with him. And I think Kenny is a strange horse, isn't it? He's just only had the one start for a win, and then he's taking it to a cross country race. Really, it's an interesting call, but I think he's put it in there so he gets another win.
You could be right, and also because the actual term cross country doesn't appear in the title in the real race at Cheltenham. It's called cross country chase or something, but for some reason we call it the Glenfarr Class Handicap. Now maybe one or two people have entered their horse in this race based on the distance, not knowing that it's a cross country race. So that could be interesting. A few people might be getting a bit of a shock when they see that it's the cross country race. I wasn't 100% certain. It was only the 3 mile 7 furlong distance that made me think it was, because that's how far that race is. So John Morgan may not have been aware that it was a cross country race. I don't know, but it does seem strange to have kept it just one run and then bring it out in this
Definitely.
one. Maybe it's one of his national horses for next week, and he wants to get another
Give
run.
it a run, yeah.
Could be.
No, you could be right there. Yep.
Yeah, the David Nicholson mares.
Nicholson.
This should be an interesting looking race as well.
It's 4,000 metres.
Again, the form for a lot of them isn't particularly inspiring, is it?
No, not at all. Not at all. There's nothing you look at and go, yep, that's the one. And once again, down the page here, we've got Paul Rhodes, Juliet Bravo. It's only got 100 rating.
Yeah, look at its
So that may not have even.
Look at its jump rating.
Yep. This could be its first start over the hurdles.
It could be, couldn't it? Because it'd be allowed, wouldn't it? Because it's not a Group 1. So,
That's right.
Paul must have some pretty decent chases going later on in the week, because he's running a 164 chaser in a hurdle. But remember, it's rated 164 over fences, that one, Juliet Bravo.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Remember last year he had that gun of a horse over the fences and he took it down to hurdles and it
No, it was that Sally Army,
just
wasn't
ran
it?
like that's correct.
Did nothing at all when it went over hurdles. So this could be a similar job. Could do the same thing.
And that's what I'm worried about, and that's why I'm going to steer clear of it.
What are you edging towards?
I'm going to go. Look, you pronounce this horse better than what I do, but Darren Thompson's horse.
I was going
to White Trez.
You've stolen my thunder, because that was going to be my selection, and I was going to say I'm picking it for a mean reason, because I want to hear you calling it in a tight finish. Because
I always seem to be calling this horse.
we all have. I get one every week on a flat. I think it's called DJ Jazzy Jeff, and there's nothing difficult about saying it. It's just difficult to say it quickly without getting all in a tungle. So it's 33 is what it is. So you're just going to sort of say it like that, 33. So yeah, I think we're going to agree on that one, because we're both going for the same one. 33 for me as well. Yep. So we're going to agree with that one. So hopefully it's not in a close finish with anything else that's difficult to say.
I think I'm all good with the others. So it should be good.
So race 7.
Train to Waitrez, that'll do. That'll do for me.
Yeah, no, that'll do. So Close Brothers Novices Handicap Chase next in, 2.5 miles again, novices, and some of the form figures are pretty ordinary in some of these races.
What are you leaning towards?
Well, I like the way that Rhubarb won the other week, because it's fun saying that. I don't know if you ever saw that film where all they said in it was rhubarb. It was Harry Seacombe and Eric Sykes, I think. It was like one of those. It was like a silent comedy film, but everything they said was rhubarb all the way through it, just in different sort of different ways of saying it, so you knew what they were. You could sort of figure out what they were supposed to be saying, but they just said rhubarb all the way through, and that reminded me of that. But sadly, I don't think it'll win, and I think this is going to be another one for everybody's favourite trainer of the week, Leon van Rensburg. Championship looks like it'll win the championship to me. Pretty solid form.
Look, I'll go for that as well, but I'll also throw in there Del Boy for Hollywood Hinton. I think that might be getting ready for a win. So, but I think championship, it'll be pretty tough to beat.
It looks better. I mean, this is a chase. It's the top rated chaser in the race. It's also sort of £35 better than everything else in the race over hurdles as well. So it's a pretty decent sort of horse, and it's another one where I think he would have had plenty of options as to where he could have sent it. So the fact that he's put it in this one means it's got to be with a chance, I think. So yeah, we'll agree on that one as well then. And novices again next, but over the timber this time. Novice hurdle, 2 mile 5, Neptune Investment. Some of the form figures look a bit better this time.
Josh has got a good one up the top there. Elaborate, last 2 wins. That's the thing though, for it's like I mentioned to you before, like it's all well and good getting 1 win, and it's pretty bloody good when yours, they win 2 in a row, but 3 in a row, it's got to be special. And the fact that it sprung a 5th and a 4th before that, I don't think that's enough to say it's special enough to win 3 in a row.
No.
For Josh's sake, I hope I'm wrong, and so I'm going to rule out Crazy River because it's won last start. The Scene is up there. Lemon and Lime. I'm going to go with Lemon and Lime. Reminds me of a gin and tonic, so yeah, I'll go with Gray's horse.
Yeah, it's solid form, isn't it? It'll certainly be there at the business end of it, won't it? It's not going to be not going to be tailed off anywhere. I'm going to stick with my tip to be the top trainer, David Robertson, Crazy River. I think it won well last time.
Yep.
I think the fact that it will definitely log the ground more than Joshua Sutherland's horse is probably enough. But as a little side note, this is probably one of my best chances of a good run all week. I haven't got much of a chance, but my Boom Docker, I did put in to be chaser, but didn't seem to take to it the first few races, and put him over hurdles last week, and he won. So so lightning can strike twice. But he'll be in with a bit of a chance, I think.
Yep.
But I'm going for Crazy River.
Yep. And Lemon and Lime for me.
Right. So race 9 then, the RSA novices chasing. It's a real novice day one. So you should get some thrills and spills. I think you might get a few fallers and whatever. And 3 mile novice chase. Again, smallish field, but one or two good looking ones.
Have a centre for Leon is a good horse, and it's 170, then it's 166, and then it drops down to 150. It'd be hard to beat just on that inset weight. Look, I'm going to go for it, but only just. I think John Morgan, another horse here, only 2 starts. Yeah, well, I'll go with Avicenna.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to agree, because I think I've tipped that in that tipping competition that Stu's running, and it's not been out the first 2, has it, in the last 4 runs, so it's difficult to see it beating any other. The 2 main dangers, they've both got a couple of unseated riders in between good runs, so that would put me off them. And this supreme touch of John's has got to be the dark horse, hasn't it? Really, if anything can beat Avicenna, that would be the one. But
that'll be the one.
I think, as I've already tipped it elsewhere, I can't really hedge my bets and tip on the difference, so I'm going to have to tip it as well. So looks like we're both on that one there then.
Definitely. Race 10, that's the Coral Cup. It's a handicap hurdle, 2 mile 5 furlong. It's one of the larger fields of the first days.
It'll be fast and furious as well. They won't be hanging about, even though it's over 2 mile 5 furlongs. So it'll go off pretty quick at the front, I would think.
What are you thinking?
Well, I've already tipped the David Robertson one, the top weight, in the tipping competition, so I'll have to stick with that really. But we have some concerns about the amount of weight it's got. But again, because it's such a highly rated horse, 165, half the field are going to be running out the handicap, so it sort of takes the handicap thing away. I mean, you're going to have from down the bottom, sort of like Bosbury and Mysore Foley and Pyrenean, Jacinto and Sunray, they're supposed to be running off 70. Well, they're going to be running off more like 100, 110 or something, aren't they? Because of the weight, because the top weight is 165, and of course there's the minimum weight a jockey can carry. So they're almost out of it. You can rule half the field out really straight away, just because of the being out of the handicap. I think Stormcloud's Gather looks quite interesting as well. That's quite a good horse.
Yep,
but I'll stick with Safecracker.
Yeah, I like John's horse here, Jane's Dream, but it's a funny horse for John Morgan. Fourth, second, eighth. I don't know what it was, where it did its eighth, and it's going to get in with a nice weight.
It is, because we're rated 1, 2, 3. It'll be virtually sort of bottom weight, won't it? It's going to be sort of 42 pound below Safecracker. So what's that? 42 pound. That's 3 stone, isn't it? So yeah, that Safecracker will get 11.5. Yeah, it'll be on sort of 10 stone, won't it? So it'll be bottom weight.
Yeah, I wasn't initially going to go with Jane's Dream, but I am now. I just think Safecracker is probably the best horse in the race, but as you said, it's the weight. Josh's horse looks pretty good. Still going to be carrying a pretty big weight. That'll be my second tip, hop, skip, jump, but I think I'll just go with Jane's Dream, just because it's going to get in really well weighted, and I don't think John will have too many horses in his stable that could run on this weight, get away with it, and I think it's I think it's probably the Smoky. I think it's gone under the radar for whatever reason, and I think race 10 will be its race.
Right, so you seem to think then that John Morgan's going to have a pretty good first day, and
yeah, the way it's looking, yeah, definitely.
Sounds about right. So I'll tell you what, as you think that John's going to have a good day, why don't we hear from him now and see what he's going to say? Right, I've got superstar trainer concentrating on the jumps, John Ghost Zapper Morgan, with me at the moment. We're going to take a look at some of the chances he's got going at Cheltenham. How are you, John? Okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah. Getting ready for the holidays.
There you go. That's the confidence of the top trainer. He's got Cheltenham coming up and he's going on his holidays. I mean, I can't imagine Nicky Henderson doing that. I mean, it's taking your eye off the ball a bit, isn't it?
Leave it to my staff. I do it just train them and just let them get on with it. Well, I'm in Barbados.
Giving people too much of a chance to catch you up. So are you going to be able to watch any of the races, or are you just going to watch them all when you come back?
Well, no. Hopefully, I can watch them. I don't know if I'll be able to watch the live stream, but hopefully I'll be able to. I've got enough on my dongle to watch the racing.
That's good. So how many years have you been involved in all this then, Johnny? This must be a seasoned campaigner now.
It's in my 4th year, I think. It's the 4th year.
Oh, is that what it's old?
It's been so long, it's kind of like you forget time.
And have you got good memories of the Cheltenham week, or?
Mixed bag. I remember one year, I think I had about 8 winners. The next year, I think I won one race, and it was the 10th handicap. So it's kind of like 1 year good, 1 year bad. So it's kind of like a mixed bag. So
what are you expecting this year? Are you expecting a few this year, or not?
No, well, I don't mind the ground going good. At least some of my early horses can come back out. No, not really. I think if I get 2 or 3 winners, I'll be very happy. So
you don't think you're going to be the champion trainer then for Cheltenham?
Well, no. I think of all the races I've won, I've never won the Champion Hurdle, I've never won the Queen Mother Championship, and I've never won the Gold Cup.
Oh, great. So, And so, looking at the first day then, what have we got on the first day? We got a Champion Hurdle on the first day, haven't we? What have you got in that? Have you got a chance?
Punjabi, my front runner. I mean, he could blast off, and well, you never know. Sometimes they stay, and sometimes they come back to the field. It's kind of like, I got a bad horse, so I'm hopeful of a good run. Top 4.
Oh,
getting the top 4, and I'd be happy.
Okay. So, what else have you got on the first day? Have you got anything that we should be particularly looking out for that looks interesting?
Jane's Dream in the 10th. I think it's the 10th on the first day or the second. I can't remember, but Jane's Dream, she's been a disappointment so far, but she's well handicapped, and if she can't win that, then I'd be very disappointed.
Oh, is that the Coral Cup race number 10?
Yeah, that's in the Coral Cup, yeah.
Yes, it's a long way down the list for one of yours, that, isn't it? It's about the sort of 6th or 7th on the list, so...
Yeah, if she come in the second half of the season, and she looked great in my trials, but she's not looked very good. Well, she stunk last time I put that way. She stunk.
Yeah, so you've got a good turn on the weight with a few of the top ones, haven't you? 165 the top one, and yours is 123. So
yeah, 165. price, it's kind of like, well, so when mine comes in off bottom weight, so it's kind of like, if she can't win now, then she'll never win.
So you think that's your best chance for a winner on day one?
I think so, yeah. I think she's well handicapped, yep. I think the rest of them are good ground horses, so at least the ground is right for them, but it's kind of like, in the first, I got Idle Reached the Mulan in the Norwich Hurdle, but he couldn't win at the start of the season. So you think, if he couldn't win at the start of the season, why shouldn't he win now at Cheltenham? Like?
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, day one then, sort of real racing, champion hurdles and all that. You got any good memories of favourite old champion hurdlers from the past? I know you're into your racing, same as me.
Yeah, for you then, like, that was the first when I first watched them from 1980. For you then, yeah. They only ever turn up for the champion hurdle.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't he? I remember him. 3 years on the trot he won.
Yeah, 3 years on the trot. He was a cripple, like.
Yeah, old Steve Smith Eccles, he was a character and all, wasn't he? The jockey, he used to sleep in the car park the night before, just to get drunk the night before and stay in the car park or sleep in the back of his car.
Yeah, you don't make it like that anymore. Thursday, you won't be able to do it now. He'd be banned. But then, you'd never see a day's racing. They'd dress right him every day and he'd be banned.
That's right, yeah. That'd be the end of that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first day at Cheltenham, of course, today, and I've got one of our international superstar trainers, ex-Pat trainer, I think, as well. Stu Gray is with me. Hi, Stu.
I'm very well, Martin. It's a pleasure, as always.
And whereabouts are you based now? Where do you do your training and stuff from?
Well, we're based obviously on the coast. Most of my horses will run along the beach some days, but generally, no, I'm not far from Alicante. I'm a little bit north of Alicante, so along the beach, it's pleasurable.
That sounds nice. It's gone very wintry back here in England this week. It was red hot last week, and it's freezing cold.
People, I mean, our heat wave, because we had a similar heat wave to you at the same time, but obviously slightly higher temperatures, like 40s. But we're supposedly dropping the next couple of days so into about 29, which will be nice.
I bet, yeah. So how long you say you've been out there for?
About 15 years now.
Oh, yeah,
no, it's originally I was up in Edinburgh about 10 years. Real short story, sold my business, blah, blah, blah. Bought a property out in Spain, really just for family, just come out here, weekends, that kind of thing. I came out for the first year, I didn't have a job at that time because obviously I'd finished, and I just stayed. No. And I've been here ever since.
Wow.
But, you have to lead this kind of lifestyle, you have to keep an eye on your purse strings, as you can imagine. But, not having to have rent and all those kind of, mortgages and everything, life's much easier in that respect. I don't want you thinking I'm a multi-millionaire or anything. There's nothing like that.
No, that's Paul Rhodes' job to be a multi-millionaire, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think he's got a very big house somewhere in the middle of Ireland, probably.
Yeah, I think he probably owns most of Ireland, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I think he's very pally with O'Brien himself.
Yeah,
I think he gets more information than he lets on.
Nobody's actually spoken to him yet, have they? Say he might actually be Aidan O'Brien. That's the thing, because he's sort of, if you think about it, he's on that phone every time he's got a winner, hasn't he? I reckon he's ringing up and saying, "Get more Starters Order 6 entries in," because it really is.
He's a fucking actor, Aidan O'Brien. I always imagine. I imagine him sitting in a restaurant with those dark glasses eyes. I don't know, Aidan O'Brien. If it's an eye problem, then I understand why he wears dark glasses all the time. But, it could be raining at Cheltenham or at Ludlow or wherever he might be, and he's still got his sunnies on.
Yeah, he's in disguise, so people don't know who he is. I think he is.
Yeah, he is Paul.
Yeah, that's it. That's almost to start the campaign. We know PJ Rhodes is really Aidan O'Brien. It's a pseudonym. So on to the racing then. Have you got one?
Yeah, I have to say, a lot of mine are in there for interest. To be truthful with you, especially with the bigger races. I can't compete with the big guys. There's always a chance because obviously they're jumping, so you never know. But realistically, only one I kind of really like it's probably two actually on Monday in race 6, which is the Mayor's Hurdle. Okay, yeah, no, the couple that I like, obviously I'm really on Monday's race is Kamikaze Fury. It's by far like my best horse at home. But she just doesn't seem to run that well in the league. But they all get trialled at Cheltenham, so I'm kind of hopeful something might go along in my favour. And then the other one really probably would be King Desire in the Coral Cup. It won last time out, and it looks like with the weights, as you know, my theory about the weights and handicap racing currently at the moment in the league is a bit difficult because we've got a lot of people out of the handicap, which makes it difficult. You've got maybe a 140 horse and a 100 horse, and there's probably no difference in the weights. depending on, you know, but it's part of the game. I mean, there's not, I don't know the answer to it, you know, similar to what we were saying about the divisional stuff in the big races on the flat, you know, where everyone gets pulled wide. It's a difficult one, you know, it's a difficult one to try and please everybody.
You can't,
please everybody.
You can't, and there are one or two races that are like that this week, aren't there?
Yeah, there will be, and I mean, obviously, I mean, I'd say, to be honest with you, with more and more trainers getting involved in the national hunt, up until even last season, there wasn't so much out of the handicap. So I think more and more people are getting involved, and obviously there's a bigger spread now. You know, you've got horses at 160 and you've got horses at 60. So, you know, if it's an open handicap, then everybody's in, and so the horse at 60 is not really a handicap horse anymore. I don't know. It's you know, I could argue about that all day long.
Yeah, I think we probably need a bit of a structure, don't we, where we got some more sort of.
Well, maybe I don't know whether we grade it a bit. Maybe we have to look at handicaps. You know, everything up to 120 and then 120 to 140. I don't know if that's fair though. It's hard because I mean I could persecute the top boys all the time, but realistically, it's not their problem that they've got better horses and everything. Should we really be, you know, trying to, I don't know, not knock them down or try and bring them down to our level, which doesn't seem fair, does it?
No, to be honest, they're quite fair. As I remember last season, John Morgan had got one that he could have run in the Grand National, which was rated about 287 or something. And he said, if I put that in the National, everything else apart from me will be running out the handicap, so I'm not going to run it. And he did.
Yeah, no, I mean, they are pretty good, the top guys. I mean, they're all very, very open with everything. I suppose there's a bit of jealousy involved, as we all know. There is that slight little tinge of the green monster, and you think, well, why can't I be as good as them? You know, why? But you know, life. I don't give the game as much time as everybody else, so I kind of always view it in a way of, well, for the part-time player, should they not get the opportunity to win a big race at some point?
Yeah, we are. I think that.
And obviously, you know, the chance of winning a Group 1, let alone on a flat, even harder. But to, you know, win a group race even on the jumps is difficult now. And I don't know. You know, bottom trainers, are they happy with not winning those? I mean, I'll never reach those kind of standards. I don't put enough time into the game. I really don't. I'm fed up with Excel sheets from my life before. I get fed up writing stuff down. So I only really do give it a brush over. I don't trial any of my horses each week at the conditions or ground, so that probably doesn't help.
Oh, I didn't even know anybody did that. I thought you just did it at the beginning and that was it. I've not even looked at the game since the season started.
I suppose if you put the grounds and conditions in and the course, and then run your couple of horses over and see which one turns out better over that particular horses for courses. I imagine people do that. I don't know now, but you don't do that, Martin, no?
No, I don't do that at all. No, I'll just sort of like write down everything I thought they were going to do when they started, and then sort of play it by ear, really. But
would you read the like your last race or your last two races? Would you read the details, as in, you know, weakened or stayed on and then looked to put another furlong on or anything like that?
I don't take any notice of what is written down in that Tom thing, because it doesn't make any sense to the race a lot of the time. It says horses have run on when they haven't. What I do is, because I do quite a lot of the commentating, I actually watch the races back when they're put on live, because when you're commentating, you don't really, you do watch them because you're commentating, but you don't get to watch your own horse. So I tend to watch the races back with everybody else in a live stream or late at night, and then I'll just make a couple of notes about whether it needs a bit further or needs a bit shorter. That's it, just jot it down, and then the next week it's a case of, right, that one wants 22 furlongs, let's see what's in it, and then I'll write in what I think can run in that race, and then if it's 3, I'll sort of work out, well, that one can go in that one, that one can go in that one, and that one can go in the other. And quite often I'd probably get them the wrong way around and could have had a load more winners if I'd done it different, but
I always think that I should have spent a little bit more time. I'm not saying I just throw them in. I mean, there's probably, out of the 30 horses I've got, there's probably 5 that really get a little bit of attention paid to them, because they've been the better horse. So, you know, a bit like Lebrano, you know, more luck than judgment with that horse though. But generally it's 4 or 5 that I like, and then I'll spend time. The rest kind of get thrown in a little bit. which makes a bit of a mockery when I moan about not being very successful all the time. So it serves me right.
But you're better off having them in than sitting at home and leaving them in, leaving them not running. So.
Yeah, I mean, it can cause all kinds of problems, though. I mean, I always think that, especially if you look at the flat and obviously the big fields, you know, if the fields get bigger and bigger, then the big boys might get boxed in. I shouldn't say that. That's so cruel.
Well, no, they should. I mean, it's. Obviously, Doug and me talk about this sort of stuff quite a lot, and I personally think that the limits on the horses in the races should be the same as the limit on the track. Really, you wouldn't get 20. You wouldn't get 25 runners running around Chester. You'd only get 16 or whatever. So that's what the limit should be in the game. And if they're balloted out, they're balloted out. That's it.
Yeah, but then there comes that thing about whether the casual player who's only got low-rated horses, should he not have the opportunity? It's a minefield, to be honest with you, to please everybody. I believe it's a real difficult one. But
some lower-rated races, don't you?
I mean, I've got one flat horse. I don't think she's been in single figures in a draw for the 9 weeks we've had, and that she's so frustrating. Sometimes when do you not watch it when the race card comes up and you think, oh no, there goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You think, oh, she's going to be like 19 again.
Yeah, I think we had one race last week where about 4 or 5 of them were actually ran through the rails on the first turn. So, I think we need
the big boys, if you look at some of the big boys in the handicaps, even if they're drawn wide, they still, they seem to have the good AI jockey that will always cut across, knows what the problem is, and it sprints up there. But it's a game which we all have to understand. I mean, we all want to put our heart and soul in it, and I think a lot of us do, especially yourselves, the team and everything are brilliant. But like you say, I mean, we have to understand what it is. I can moan about anything.
I think there's a glass ceiling anyway. Another thing that Doug and me said, I don't think that people like Paul Rhodes and John Morgan have actually improved that much this season to last season, whereas people like Josh and people like that and Jim before he stopped playing, they had improved quite a bit, and so I think eventually everybody would catch each other up. But of course, the new game coming out will start off on a level playing field, but the top 3 or 4 will be 100 years ahead of everybody within the first 2 weeks, won't they? And it will start all over again.
They have a very good formula, which I can't quite work it out. I wish I knew their secret formula. But then there's talk about X Factor, when horses get that little unknown, mysterious part in the file that when horses get, obviously you put them up, what do you call them, when you import them. So a lot of talk over the years whether there's this little X Factor thing. So your best horse could trial as your best horse, but just when it doesn't transfer to the game. I think there has to, the game kit also must be, I don't know, is the game kit exactly as the game, or is it just a very watered down version? I shouldn't worry so much.
It's got to be different, I think, because some of mine that are supposed to be, you'd think are going to be really good, have been awful, and then other ones that I've just chucked in because I hadn't particularly got anything over that sort of distance. I mean, I've got one of my jumpers that's doing, I'm not going to say which one it is, but one of my jumpers isn't even a jumper. I accidentally put it in a trial, one of the trials, where I sort of clicked the wrong horse, and it won by a mile, and it was for an American flat game, and so I thought, I'll try it again, and it's doing all right. But
has it got to look in for the weekend for the next week? Is it in a handicap race?
It's in a handicap race, but I don't think it'll win. But it's doing a lot better than I expected it to. But it's never jumped a fence or a hurdle in my game at all, and yet it's so it just shows.
I'm not sure. I mean, a lot of my original, probably last season, and really when I first started out, most of my jump horses were really ex-flat horses. I rarely play a jump game. I tried to get into the combined game, but the thing that confuses me so much is the dates. When things are changing, when I need to put them into the transfer pool, when I don't need to put them in the transfer pool, then they get a year older when I haven't really paid attention. I know it's at the 1st of January, but if I'm not paying attention, so I find the combined game quite confusing.
Exactly the same with me, and I'd sort of think, oh crikey, the flat season has started and I'm still doing the jump, so then you end up missing out on the end of the jumps races and stuff, and swap them over.
That's all of it. That would be my horses on Monday, those two that I would like to think maybe have a little chance, or give me worth my money for watching them, which is Kamikaze and King Desire.
So interesting, interesting views there from John and Stu as well. So all ready for the first then, Doug? You got your binoculars ready and you got your hip flask of gin. So it might get a bit cold up there with the old wind blowing.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be nice and warm. I might forsake the gin and I might go a flask full of Drambuie. So that'll keep me nice and warm up in the box.
That'll keep the that'll keep the chill out, and I think I'll have to take something up there myself tomorrow. So have a good day. There's not too many dodgy names in there for you. I haven't sort of looked too much at Tuesday and Wednesday yet, so I don't know what I've got. But I'm sure we'll both have a few that'll be that we'll stumble over.
No worries.
Over the week, but it'll be a good week, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.
No worries.
And welcome to the Cheltenham Carnival. This is the first race of the day. It's a Grade 1 hurdle over the 2 mile. And up the top there for Martin, we've got Dancing Fool, Desert Moor, Berksey, Dominion of Titans, Edelweiss, Dumoulin, Heated Beach, Melon or Bust, Moston, Nature's Fortune, Parchment, Popinjay, Snoopy, Royal Chanot, Shared Present, Simple Minds, Hothead and Whisper for James Shea. They're set on a nice day in racing. They come to the first straight away, and reaching for it there was Popinjay Snoopy. Didn't jump it at all well, but remained standing and jockey on board. And our early leader is Melon or Bust. Out wide of Nature's Fortune. Then we've got a few of them across the track there. Whisper, Simple Mind, Popinjay Snoopy kicks back up along the fence. Moliette's horse there jumped it a bit rough. Nature's Fortune loses about 5 or 6 positions. And they take the bend out of the straight. And Melon or Bust has got a handy lead at the moment from Popinjay Snoopy, Moston, then Heated Beach. Whisper's there, Edelweiss as well, Dancing Fool, Nature's Fortune, Dominion of Titans, Shared Present, Royal Chanot, just out the back early, getting balanced up as they go over the 3rd of 8. And we've got Parchment back there with Hothead. 10.5 furlongs left to run. They race towards the 4th flight, and up and over they go. And everyone jumped that well, and they all jumped it fast. They come to the 5th. And Melon or Bust leads. Moving up as Whisper for James Shea. Popinjay Snoopy kicks up along the fence. Marty Cairns Moston is there as well. Grey Clutterbuck, Simple Minds is up there. Then we've got John Morgan's Edelweiss moving around the outside. So they go over the next one. Jumped a little slow, Edelweiss. Behind them, Royal Chanot just coming into the picture now. There's a race towards a 6.5 furlong pole, and at the tail at the moment is Dominion of Titans. I expect that to make a move shortly. Off the track there is Nature's Fortune, but it's Melon or Bust in front, but it's been joined and headed now by Edelweiss Dumoulin, and Edelweiss goes to the lead now from Melon or Bust, Moston. Simple Minds under a good hold. Popinjay Snoopy in behind them with not much room. Same with Heated Beach. They go over that one, and it's Edelweiss still in front from Moston, Melon or Bust, Nature's Fortune making a move out wide, and here comes Leon's Hothead, and Hothead's come from the tail of the field to take the lead now, and it's Hothead by about 3/4 to Nature's Fortune, Moston battling on, Parchment. Also there is Edelweiss still kicking on, and out wider Royal Chanot making a move at the 2 furlong. They got one more to get over, and it's Nature's Fortune in front. Hadn't had much luck in running, but it's leading and up and over the last. It jumps it slow, but quickly taking the lead is Parchment. Parchment opens up by 1.5 and holding on, and as they come down to the half, it's Parchment in front. The only other chance here is Royal Chanot. Hothead's lost the jockey, but it's Parchment, and Parchment will win the first at Cheltenham and gets up Royal Chanot second. Mostyn was third. A few horses here look the winners, but in the end it was, well, it's not interesting. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing at home. But Parchment has got up. I think that's David Robinson horse, Parchment. And it is, and congratulations, David. And he gets up with Parchment. Royal Chanot for Paul Rhodes was second. Mostyn for Marty Cairns was third. Edelweiss looked like it was going to run away with it, but only battled on for fourth. And Nature's Fortune had no luck for Molly at Surf and ran fifth. Race 2 from Cheltenham, the Arkle Novices Chase. It's a grade 1. Up the top there we've got Donny for Marty Cairns, Dr. Watson, Gold Rod, Newspaper. Classique is a joint favourite for Paul Rhodes. Fever Pitch, Josephina, Set Goals, Stay Another Day for Joshua, the other joint favourite. Swiss Ellipso and the Brain Police for David Robinson. They're set and racing. And Fever Pitch is our early leader. They come to the first, and up and over they go, and they've all jumped it well. Jumping it a little slow there down towards the fence was Donny, and that interfered with the Brain Police, who was able to eventually get around its heels and take up a forward position. They come to the second. Quick jump there by Stay Another Day. Joint favourite. Up and over the third they go. They've all jumped it well. As they take this left-hander and they cross down towards the fence, and Fever Pitch was able to get to the fence and scrape paint, and it's Fever Pitch by about 2.5, now about 3 to Josephina. Stay Another Days up there, if not a little wide. The Brain Police, Dr. Watson, Donny, Newspaper, Gold Rod, Classique, Set Goals and Swiss Ellipso as they come to the fourth. A fast jump there by Dr. Watson, moves up into second spot now behind Fever Pitch. Third on the fence is the only grey in the race, the Brain Police. They go over the water. Donny's up there as well, and Classique. Out wide on the track, Gold Rod as they go over a ditch. And out the tail is Josephina and Swiss Ellipso. So they take the seventh, which is up the top of a rise. And they level out now. And they're starting to come back down the hill. And they're all jumping well with 7 furlongs left to run, and the race is starting to heat up a little bit now. Fever Pitch still leads, comes to the 9th. Got a bit of hang time there, and that allowed Dr. Watson to move up on its inside. 2 away is Donny. Josephina has been an uneven race so far. Forwards, backwards, forwards again. They come to the 10th. Up and over they go. And jumping it slow there was Classique, but it's Fever Pitch in front from Josephina. Dr. Watson getting pushed along, so too Swiss Ellipso. Donny and Set Goals, they go over the 11th. They're all jumping well. And it's Fever Pitch in front. Swiss Ellipso moves into second now from Donny. Josephina out wider as Set Goals. The Brain Police is caught with nowhere to run, and out wider running on Stay Another Day. They run on down now to the 2.5 furlong, and Fever Pitch is making all the running here. Could be hard to get past from Swiss Ellipso up and over the 12th. Swiss Ellipso jumped it badly. Donny fell. It's Fever Pitch in front. Really the only one that can beat it. Stay Another Day. They both jumped that one the same as they run on down now to the furlong. It's Fever Pitch. Now Stay Another Day comes for it. Josephina as well. At the half it's Stay Another Day, and I think Stay Another Day will win this from Josephina, and they come to the line and Stay Another Day wins from Josephina. Maybe the Brain Police third, Gold Rod lost the jockey at the last. Joshua Sutherland gets his first winner for the carnival. Stay another day. Josephina second, Ghost Zappers. The Brain Police, David Robinson third. Swiss Ellipso fourth, Molly at Surfer. Classique fifth for Paul Rhodes. Race 4 of Cheltenham is the Champion Hurdle. That's another grade 1. It's a 2 mile affair. Anthony Boy for Martin Leadham is up the top. We've got Buttons, Kingdom of Titans, Montira, Laffin, Nature's Titan, Pant, Punjabi, Rain God, Spinning Man, Strength and Stay, Sweet Class, Cliffhanger, Cowboys, Heated Tornado, and The Girl Next Door 15-2 for Graham Clutterbuck and Racing. And into stride quickly was Punjabi. Now they've only got 7 flights to get over. And Punjabi is our leader by about 2.5, maybe 3 lengths now. The Cowboys, Sweet Class, Cliffhanger, Strength and Stay, Rain God. So they run down the straight here and they come to the first in front of the big screen. And they're all over it safely. We've got Buttons, Kingdom of Titans, Montira, Laffin, Nature's Titan, Pant, Punjabi, Rain God, Spinning Man, Strength and Stay, Sweet Class, Cliffhanger, Cowboys, Heated Tornado, and The Girl Next Door 15-2 for Graham Clutterbuck and Racing. And into stride quickly was Punjabi. Now they've only got 7 flights to get over. And Punjabi is our leader by about 2.5, maybe 3 lengths now. The Cowboys, Sweet Class, Cliffhanger, Strength and Stay, Rain God. So they run down the straight here and they come to the first in front of the big screen. And they're all over it safely. And they go out onto the middle course, I suppose it would be. And it's Punjabi by about 4 or 5 to Cliffhanger. They run up the hill here. Strength and Stay is third from Cowboys, Kingdom of Titans, Sweet Class, Buttons. Then we've got Nature's Titan, The Girl Next Door, Montira, Laffin, then Pant, Rain God, Heated Tornado, Anthony Boy and Spinning Man as they go over the second flight. And Punjabi's probably out by about at least 6 lengths now to Cliffhanger. Strength and Stay and Cowboys, then 2 away to Buttons as they go over the third. The leader jumped it a little slow and is back down to about, lost a couple of lengths there. And still Punjabi well clear as it goes over the fourth, and there's 3 more flights to get over, and just over 8.5 furlong left in the race. They race up this rise here, and Punjabi leads clearly from Cliffhanger. On its outside is Strength and Stay, then on the outside of that 3 wide is Cowboys. 2.5 to Buttons, then Kingdom of Titans. They go over the... Oh, one's fallen there! And it's Sweet Class is out of the race. That's unfortunate. And Darren Thompson, I think he's also had a horse pull up earlier on as well. So the luck's out there for Darren at the moment. And I think he's had a winner as well. So it's all happened for him. And tailed off there is Spinning Man, Darren Howes. And it's Punjabi. He's come back to the field now. So race towards the 5 furlong and the second last. And it's Punjabi by a length to Cliffhanger. A length away third, Cowboys. 2.5, 3 away to Buttons, who's running into the race. They go over the second last. 4 furlong left to run. And Punjabi has opened up the lead again from Cliffhanger, who's now making up some ground. So too Cowboys. Pardon me. The Girl Next Door is running into the race. Buttons is on 1 pace, and Montira Laffin is running on nicely as well as they come on down to the 2 furlong. And we have Cliffhanger, the new leader now for Leon van Rensburg, and that's full of running. And maybe tough to run down here. Goes over the last and jumped the last very fast, and I'd say this race is almost over. Cliffhanger is in front. Punjabi still sticking on and is actually coming again. Punjabi with the girl next door. Inside the half, Punjabi is absolutely flying. They come on down to the line. Oh, I think Cliffhanger held on. Spinning Man was pulled up or fell. Let's have a look at this replay. This is an incredible race by Punjabi if it's won. Oh, it's got there. Oh, this could be a dead heat. The card at the moment saying Cliffhanger is a winner at 100 to 1. But we'll wait for the full card to pop up. It's got there, Cliffhanger, just short head. I'd say it was even shorter than that. For Leon Van Rensburg, Punjabi, John's Jumpers is second. The girl next door, Grey Clutterbuck, was third. Kingdom of Titans flew home for Joshua Sutherland for fourth. And Rain God was fifth.
So race 5 then is the Glenfar class handicap chase. It's the cross country race. This one, the top one is Master Welshman, Graham Clutterbuck, Young Kenny, Ghost Zapper, Silas Debawi, Darren Thompson, Ramses, Kevin Minahan, Unde Shoe, Paul Rhodes, Ghost Ruler, Leon Van Rensburg, Chasing Aces, Joshua Sutherland, Lake Surfer, David Robertson, Cavalryman Lady, Colin Clark, Big Red, Daniel French, Half a Crown, Derek Hinton, Shouter, James Shea, McDillan, Stu Gray, Grain Dunowin, Darren Howells, Get Back, Martin Leadham, and Escrow Agent Martin Cairns. Away they go then. And it's a learning curve, this race, for everybody. And there's a faller at the very first one, and that's Grain Dunowin. So Grain Dunowin's gone at the first. That was one of those Grand National type fences. We make our way down towards the second, and I've got no idea what's coming up. Same as probably most of you haven't. That looks like a plain ordinary fence, and they're all safely over that one with Mac Dillon, Escrow Agent, and Half a Crown, the three that are showing the way as they make their way towards the third of the 33 obstacles. This is going to be an action-packed event. They'll be jumping all sorts of things and going up and down banks and what have you, but it's McDillan that is taking them into the third obstacle, and that looks like it's going to be another Grand National type fence or a hedge, and they're all over that one safely with McDillan in the lead, Escrow Agent second, and Half a Crown third. Then comes Lake Surfer and Young Kenny as they go down that bank. Then Cavalryman Lady and Ramses as they take the next, which is on a bit of a downhill. They're all safely over that one. Shouter, just the back marker as they're over the next hedge. And a mistake at the back by Shouter, but Matt Dillon shows the way over this slightly bigger looking fence, and we've lost one now. Half a Crown's gone, so Half a Crown on Ship the Pilot at that one. Some of these horses making mistakes and seeing obstacles they're not quite used to. This is an ordinary looking fence that they're taking next, and they're over that one okay with Matt Dillon showing the way. And let's hope that the jockey on Matt Dillon has had a good look at the map of the course and knows what direction to take, because it's an in and out sort of course, this one. As you can see, it's at the centre of the track, and it's Dillon that leads over that one. It looks like we've lost another one over there yet. Master Welshman's gone this time, so 3 fallers already then, and we've only taken 8 of the 33 fences. This is the 9th, and over that one they go. And Matt Dillon continues to lead. Escrow Agent is second. Lake Surfer is third. Ramses is fourth alongside the loose horse. Then comes Silas Debawi under shoe with Young Kenny after that one. Then Ghost Ruler. Then Get Back and Cavalryman Lady. Big Red. Chasing Aces. And finally Shouter. But there's still an awful long way to go. Still got the best part of 3 miles to go. And we've already lost 3. And they're all over that one okay with Matt Dillon in the lead. And as you would expect, they're going at a pretty sedate pace as they come and take the next. And we just lost sight of them there for a second, but they're all still standing, the ones that remain in the race. And Matt Dillon has led pretty much all the way so far, from the bottom weight Escrow Agent in second. Lake Surfer is in third as they come up this bank and then they jump down the other side. This is a sort of fence that most of these horses, unless they ran in the race in a previous season, won't have seen before, and they've all negotiated it pretty much safely. And Matt Dillon leads the way. You can see the stands in the background. They'll be coming down towards the race proper as they take this water jump, and they're all safely over that one with Matt Dillon in the lead still, from Escrow Agent second, Lake Surfer third, and then Silas Debawi and Ghost Ruler. Of course, this is a fairly new race at Cheltenham. It's only been going for a few years, and it was pretty much scoffed at early on as they take that bank, and then they jump down the other side. A lot of people thought it was a bit of, oh, we lost another one there. Ramses has gone, so I think that's probably the one that I selected prior to the race as my tip, so I'm going to get this one right. And Ramses is the 4th horse to depart the race. So as I was saying, this was sort of met with a lot of scorn when it first started, this race, and people thought it was just a gimmick and it was a silly idea, and it's grown in popularity over the years and is now one of the highlights of the meeting for a lot of people, where people get to walk right across the track and stand all along the rails, and some pretty exciting races over the years. And anyway, back to today's event, and we're now coming into the final 2 miles. We've negotiated the first half of the obstacles, and Matt Dillon is still the leader as he goes up this bank and then down the other side. It's a tricky one to take, that one, but they've all negotiated it safely, and Matt Dillon's in front, from Escrow Agent in second. Then Silas Debarwi and Chasing Aces and Ghost Ruler, and then Big Red and Young Kenny. Small gap to Lake Surfer, who's racing on his own. There's a little gap behind him to Shouter, and then Get Back, Cavalryman Lady and Unde Shoe are all in a line as they take number 20 and swing away again. You can see them passing the racecourse proper in the opposite direction at the moment, and Matt Dillon swings round. The jockey knows the way and takes this big looking obstacle, and Unde Shoe is the one that's now shuffled down towards the back of the field. Matt Dillon has had it pretty much his own way up front so far. A mistake there by Young Kenny, and Matt Dillon it is by a length to Escrow Agent in second. Chasing Aces is making a forward move in third. Big Red is next, also scything through the pack is Silas Debarwi with Young Kenny and Ghost Ruler. After that one with Lake Surfer and Shouter, and Get Back, Cavalryman Lady, Unde Shoe just a little bit detached at the back of the field. It's not, that's a loose horse, he's just tucked in on the inside there, isn't he? So they come down to the next end, and that's a water jump, and Escrow Agent didn't jump it all that well, I don't think, but Matt Dillon's still the leader. Escrow Agent is second, Silas Debarwi's third, then Big Red, and Ghost Ruler is moving up on the outside as they come to the next, and we will hopefully see them coming out the other side, and I think we've all got over that one okay. So Matt Dillon it is then, who's the leader, from Escrow Agent second, and then Silas Debarwi with Lake Surfer making a forward move as well now as they come to fence number 25, and we're getting down to the business end of the race now, and Escrow Agent has come to just take the lead off Matt Dillon for the first time. Matt Dillon still seems to be going well though on the inside, then Silas Debarwi and Lake Surfer as they jump that one, and we've lost the one there. That's another one gone. That's Ghost Ruler's gone this time, so I think that's Leon van Rensburg's horse out. So one or two of the big trainers have departed this race already then, and Escrow Agent takes them over number 27 with a clear lead from Matt Dillon, Silas Debarwi and Lake Surfer. Young Kenny poised in behind. Unde Shoe has now made a forward move. Then comes Big Red and Shouter. Cavalryman Lady, Chasing Aces and Get Back is now the back marker. They've got 6 furlongs still to race, and they're coming down towards the next obstacle, and over that one they go, all safely over it. Looks like Get Back maybe pretty much out of contention, just dropping off the pace of the back a little bit as they go down that hill and over this next one. And Unde Shoe has now come through to take it up, so Unde Shoe's now the leader as they take this hedge. Unde Shoe's over that one in the lead. Mistake at the back there by Get Back, but Unde Shoe quickly over the next one. He's in front from Chasing Aces and Escrow Agent, and then Young Kenny and Silas Debarwi's after that one. Then comes Cavalryman Lady and Lake Surfer, Big Red, Shouter, and finally Get Back. He's somewhere adrift, and they're coming down towards now the next fence. This is, I think, the third last, and it's the second last actually, and it's Unde Shoe that's in the lead. Unde Shoe is in front from Chasing Aces and Young Kenny. Unde Shoe looks like he's probably only got to jump these last 2 fences to take this. He's well clear, a good 5 or 6 lengths clear. There's still 2 furlongs to race though. Young Kenny's trying to run on, so too is Chasing Aces over the second last. Good jump by Unde Shoe. Then comes Chasing Aces in second. Young Kenny's runs petered out. Over the final fence they go, and Unde Shoe lands clear in the lead and is well clear. The jockey's easing down on him pretty much. He's inside the final furlong, and this is going to be a comfortable win for Unde Shoe. Young Kenny's run on into second. Lake Surfer's third at the moment. Then comes Chasing Aces up towards the line. This is going to be another one for Paul Rose. Unde Shoe is the winner, and in second place Young Kenny, then Lake Surfer, Chasing Aces, Escrow Agent and Silas Debarwi, then Cavalryman Lady. Get Back was a faller at one of the last 2 fences, and It's a win for Paul Rhodes. Undershoe takes it. Young Kenny second. Lake Surfer third. Chasing Aces fourth. And Escrow Agent was fifth. And look at all the big name trainers up the top there.
Okay, the Betfred Sprint Cup from Haydock on the first day. That's the first race. The screen is just loading up. And it's a Group 1, 6 furlong. Pirate of Penzance is up the top, main event. Flavouring Miller, Fair Salinia. Ice Cold Fusion, Port Twister, Ted Burrow Wish for Ghost Zappers. They're set. Racing. A little slow to begin was Miller and main event. Out quickly was Pirate of Penzance, but now they're swallowing it up. And main event has kicked through after the tardy start, and so too has Ted Burrow Wish, and now Port Twister. Port Twister is our leader. From Ice Cold Fusion, Pirate of Penzance, main event, Ted Burrow Wish, Miller, then Fair Selena and Flavouring. So run on down to 3.5 furlong. And main event, pokes a nose in front of Port Twister. Ted Burrow Wish is there with Ice Cold Fusion, Pirate of Penzance, Miller, and Fair Selena and Flavouring might struggle from here. But it's Port Twister takes the lead again, is out by a length at the 2 furlong. Now moving up is Ted Burrow Wish with Ice Cold Fusion and Pirate of Penzance and Miller out wider. As they run on down to the furlong, it's Ice Cold Fusion and Ted Burrow Wish. It's between these two. At the half, it's Ice Cold Fusion with the nose in front from Ted Burrow Wish. Ice Cold Fusion, Ted Burrow Wish pushes through and wins from Ice Cold Fusion. Main event maybe third. And Ted Burrow Wish has got there for Ghost Zapper Stable. Main event looked gone, but kicked again. And Ted Burrow Wish goes Zapper Stable first. Ice Cold Fusion, Paul Rhodes second. Third main event, Leon Van Rensburg. Fourth, Port Twister for Darren Thompson. And fifth, Fair Salinia. Race 2. It's the Old Burrow Cup. Zero to 100 handicap, 1 mile 6 furlong. Up the top we've got Phase Wong for Ben Benici. Star Impact, Mr. Satisfier, Sunset Ride, Dusk Till Dawn, Philosophical. Then Den's Journal, See the Calypso, Heptathlon, China Sting, Seaview Vitachi, Christian Grey, Double Crean and Green Lady. Green Lady for Alex Sherry. They're set and racing. Slowest to begin is Green Lady with See the Calypso. Coming out early is Phase Wong, the top weight, and is able to cross for Ben Benici onto the fence. Then we've got Christian Grey, Philosophical, Star Impact, Seaview Vitachi pushing between runners. Out wider there is Green Lady, and that's moving forward, and wider again is Sunset Ride, and also the widest of the lot is Double Cream, and that crosses back down towards the centre of the field. At the 11th furlong, and Phase Wong leads from Green Lady, Dusk Till Dawn, Christian Grey, Star Impact. Then Seaview Vitachi from Den's Journal, Sunset Ride, Heptathlon, See the Calypso. Then Philosophical, China Sting and Double Cream is at the tail with a few others anyway. They bowl along now. They come to the 9 furlong pole, and Phase Wong still leads from Green Lady. Christian Grey is third. Sunset Ride out wider for Martin in the purple is up there challenging. Also there's Star Impact, Heptathlon, Mr. Satisfier, Philosophical, Seaview Vitachi. Then Dusk Till Dawn, China Sting, Double Cream, and See the Calypso is last. at the 7 furlong, and FaZe Wong is cruising and is out by at least 3 lengths to Star Impact and Christian Grey, then Heptathlon. Also there's Philosophical Sunset Ride, Seaview Vitachi. There's a bit of movement starting to happen from further back in the field. Then we've got Den's Journal, Sunset Ride, Dust Till Dawn, China Sting, Sunset Ride, Double Cream, Mr. Satisfyer. See, the Calypso's been pulled up. They round this turn here, and FaZe Wong, 4.5 furlongs to go, is leading and leading comfortably by at least 3 to 4 lengths to Star Impact as they go past the 4 furlong. Christian Grey's pushing through now, and some horses are making moves to get closer. So it's FaZe Wong in front, only by about a length now to Christian Grey, Heptathlon, Seaview Vitachi, Sunset Ride as well. Then we've got Dust Till Dawn down near the fence and out wide of Philosophical. And inside the 2.5 furlong, they come down to the 2 furlong, and it's Seaview Vitachi takes the lead from FaZe Wong. Then Heptathlon, Sunset Ride, Christian Grey at the 1.5. It's still Seaview Vitachi from FaZe Wong. They've got a gap on the Heptathlon and Sunset Ride inside the furlong. And Seaview Vitachi's under the whip. And at the half, it's Seaview Vitachi in front from FaZe Wong and Sunset Ride. They come down to the post. Seaview Vitachi's stopping but wins from FaZe Wong. Sunset Ride is third. A new beauty. That could be my first winner I've called this season. And it's got up, and I wish I had 66 to 1, believe me. FaZe Wong is second for Ben Benici. And third is Sunset Ride for Martin Leadham. Fourth was Mr. Satisfyer for Darren Howes, and fifth was Heptathlon, Carl Arroganti.
The David Nicholson Mares Hurdle is next end, 2 mile 4 furlongs this time. Grade 2 event, top 1, Abbey Moss, Martin Cairns. Broke the Gate half, Derek Hinton. FaZe Lenmore, Ben Benici, Gravity, James Shea, Juliet Bravo, Paul Rhodes, Kamikaze Fury, Stu Gray. Kiss My Tail, Joshua Sutherland, Made in Europe, Martin Leadham, Mangold, Darren Howes. On the Edge, David Robertson, Seismic Wave, Leon van Rensburg, Teesside Raider, Graham Clutterbuck, The Game, Colin Clark, and 33, Darren Thompson. They're away and racing down towards the first of the flights of hurdles. There'll be 8 to negotiate in this 2.5 mile race, which is a couple less than it used to be a few years ago. It used to be 10 on a 2.5 mile race around Cheltenham, but it's Broke the Gate half that's in the lead from Juliet and Bravo in second, and then Made in Europe is just about third with 33 on the inside. The one closest to us is Gravity. The early back marker is just Abbey Moss. So they've sorted themselves out then through the first couple of furlongs, and Broke the Gate half has got a pretty clear lead. Nothing seems all that concerned about letting Broke the Gate half have the lead, so undisputed leader then by about 4 or 5 lengths to 33 in The Game, and then Seismic Wave and Juliet Bravo with Made in Europe on the outside. Seismic Wave is the grey as they finally take the first flight, and they're all safely over that one with Abbey Moss just the back marker, and FaZe Lenmore also near the back and the front. So Broke the Gate half it is then that's taking them along from Made in Europe in the purple colours in second, and the grey Seismic Wave, 33 in the red on the inside, in between the 2 Juliet Bravo with a white cap, and the green on the inside with a red cap is The Game. Just behind that one is Kiss My Tail in the red and black hoops. Then you've got the Graham Clutterbuck colours with the blue sleeves with Teesside Raider, and David Robertson's on the edge in the turquoise and purple as they take number 2, which is just in front of the stand, and the one down on its nose there was Gravity. So Broke the Gate half then is setting the pace, which in truth isn't that great, and you can see the stands as they race away with Broke the Gate half the leader uphill towards the third flight then, with 33 in second. Made in Europe is on the outside in third. Then comes Seismic Wave and Kiss My Tail, Juliet Bravo and The Game. On the edges in mid-division with Mangold alongside that one, and Teesside Raider is next. Then comes Kamikaze Fury with Abbey Moss, Gravity and FaZe Lenmore, the back markers as they take flight number 3, and they're all over that one safely as well, with Broke the Gate half still the clear leader. 33 has moved through on the inside into second. Made in Europe is going well in third. The grey Seismic Wave looks to be going comfortably as well in fourth as they take flight number 4. And that's 50% of the jumping done then, and just about 9.5 furlongs still to race. We've broke the gate half's lead now down to about half of what it was before, with Trance chasing in second, and then Made in Europe and Seismic Wave. Then after that one, Juliet Bravo in the game, Kiss My Tail is next. Then On the Edge and Teesside Raider, Mangold is after that one. Kamikaze Fury hasn't left the fence all the way around the race so far, and the one that's just tailing off a little bit is Fives Lenmore. So racing down towards the next end, which will be the third from home, and over it they go. And Broke the Gate half is only in the lead by about a length now from Trance in second, and the game is third. Then Seismic Wave and Made in Europe and Juliet Bravo now switch to the outside On the Edge as they begin to manoeuvre for position as they head towards home shortly. They've got just 2 more flights of hurdles to take, and they've got 6 furlongs to race, and Trance has hit the front for the first time, with Broke the Gate half still there on the inside. Juliet Bravo in the game and next, then On the Edge who's making forward progress. Seismic Wave is still there. Made in Europe's dropped back a little bit. Teesside Raiders on the outside of that one. Kiss My Tail under a little bit of pressure, and looking for a little bit of room is Kamikaze Fury. Mangold is the one that's dropping off now. Fives Lenmore is well out the back, but Broke the Gate half on the inside. Trance just the leader again, a much better jump. Then comes the game. Juliet Bravo, Made in Europe trying to get back into it. Seismic Wave is next. There's plenty of chances. They've only got 1 more flight to take, and just over 3 furlongs still to race, and Trance is in the lead from Kiss My Tail, who's come through to take second. Then comes On the Edge on the outside. Kamikaze Fury is coming through with a run, and then comes Teesside Raider in the game. Juliet Bravo's after that one. Made in Europe's now on the wide outside. They've got 1 flight to take, just over 2 furlongs to race. Coming down towards this final flight now, and it's On the Edge who's just taken the lead. On the Edge is in front from Trance in second. Kamikaze Fury and Teesside Raider over the final flight they go, and it's On the Edge into the final furlong. On the Edge is in the lead from Teesside Raider and Kamikaze Fury in the game, and then Juliet Bravo, Kiss My Tail, sides, well, they're all in a clump, but it's On the Edge who's got a clear lead. And inside the final half furlong, this is going to be one for Davy Robertson. Up towards the line, it's On the Edge that takes it. Kamikaze Fury has come through to take second, and the game and Seismic Wave and Kiss My Tail after that one. So On the Edge takes it then for Davy Robertson. Kamikaze Fury is second, Kiss My Tail third, the game was fourth, and Seismic Wave was fifth. So it's the Close Brothers Novices Handicap Chase next then, 2.5 miles this time. And the top one is Championship, Leon van Rensburg. We're All Doomed, Joshua Sutherland, Majestic Heat, Darren Thompson, Margarita, James Shea, Magic Soulard, Daniel French, Delboy, Derek Hinton, Rhubarb, Kevin Minahan, Total Mighty, Carl Arrogante, Amble, Martin Cairns, Top Notch, Adam Old, The Bike, Colin Clark, Laura Ropp, Martin Leader, Miss Manella, Doug Warren, Shadow Surf, Stu Gray, and Rose Swift, Darren Howells. 15 of them then. And away they go. A couple of greys in this. And Championship is one of them, and the other one is Delboy as they make their way down towards the first of the 16 fences. They're going to negotiate in this novice handicap. They're all safely over the first. Bit of a slow jump at the back by We're All Doomed, but there's still plenty of time to go yet. And Rose Swift is the first one to take the lead. And comes down to fence number 2 and jumped it slowly but safely. They're all over it. Okay, Laura Ropp is now just the back marker, but it's Rose Swift that's got the lead for Magic Soulard on the inside of Championship, and Rhubarb and Delboy and Amble. They're pretty tightly packed, with the exception of the leader, Rose Swift, who's got about 3 or 4 lengths up on Magic Soulard in second. And then comes the Rhubarb in the pale colours in third. The white colours on the inside of that one are Amble. Championship is the first of the greys in the Leon van Rensburg blue colours, and We're All Doomed in the black and red, getting a little bit closer after that tardy start. And the one at the back who's struggling already is Laura Ropp. So Rose Swift then in front by about 4, takes fence number 4 and gets over it well from We're All Doomed in second, and Championship is close up in third. And behind that one comes Amble and Magic Soulard, then Rhubarb, Shadow Serve and Majestic Heat. The Bike has also got further than last week. The Bike, I think, was the first fence faller in one of his races recently, and Laura Ropp is still struggling at the back and looks to be pretty much out of it already as they come past the big screen and take what will be the last on the next circuit. It'll be Rose Swift who takes them out into the countryside for the final time, and leads by about 2 lengths to, in second place, Amble, then Championship is third, Shadow Service 4, and Magic Soulard 5, and We're All Doomed 6, with Rhubarb 7 and Top Notch 8. Then Majestic Heat and Margarita, with Total Mighty after that one, and then The Bike, and Miss Manila and Del Boy is now shuffled towards the rear, and Laura Ropp is still the back marker. Taking fence number 7 then, and I think the Water will probably be the next one, but Rose Swift's in the lead, as she has been right from the outset. A very good clear lead of a couple of lengths to Shadow Serve, who's moved through into second, then the Grey Championship and The Bike, with Rhubarb still close up, and Magic Soulard as well, getting a little bit closer again as they take number 9. And Laura Ropp's getting a little bit closer at the back as well now, not quite as detached as she was earlier. Maybe I've written her off a little bit too soon as they come down to number 10. And all these novices are jumping well, and they're all still standing. And Rose Swift is the leader. From in second place, Rhubarb, and then Championship, Shadow Serve on the inside, then Amble on the Bike, Magic Soulard and Total Mighty. We're All Doomed after that one, then Top Notch and Margarita, and then Del Boy as they take number 11, and Laura Ropp has now gone past Del Boy and Miss Manila, so forward move from that one then, but Rose Swift is still the leader, going down to number 12. And we've lost one there, that's the first faller, and it's Total Mighty, so Total Mighty's out of the race. At fence number 11 or 12, that was fence number 12, and Amble is now the leader. So Amble's taking it up then from Majestic Heat, who's come through into second as they take the 13th, and that time it was the leader that made the mistake, and that shuffled him right down the pack now. And with just 3 fences to take, it's Shadow Serve from Rose Swift. Here comes Championship on the outside, Magic Soulard is next, Amble's recovered from that mistake. Then comes Majestic Heat, the Bike's after them as they take the third last. And they're all over that one okay, with Shadow Serve just the leader from Amble, who's being pushed along on the inside. Then comes Championship, Magic Soulard. Rhubarb is trying to make a forward move as well. Also switch to the outside and come with a bit of a run. Now is the Bike, but they're swinging now towards home. They've got just 2 more fences to take, and Amble is the leader. Amble is in front from Shadow Serve in second. Then comes Majestic Heat and Rhubarb after that one as they come to the second last. And over that one, Amble led in the lead. Amble's over it in the lead from Shadow Serve second. Magic Heat is third. Then comes Magic Soulard. Majestic Heat is after that one. Over the final fence they go, and it's Amble being pressed now by Majestic Heat. Amble's trying to hang on. He's about 3/4 of a length clear. They've still got the best part of a furlong to race, and it's Amble in front. Majestic Heat trying to wear him down. Magic Soulard is back in third, but it's Amble and Majestic Heat racing up towards the line. Can Amble hold on? Majestic Heat puts one last chance on the outside. It's just beginning to get up. It's got to be on the nod as they pass the line. It's pretty close, but I think it may be Majestic Heat. This angle's a bit deceptive. It looked like one on the outside just got its head down on the line, but I think the angle favours the outside one. Majestic Heat according to that, but that's mighty close. I'll take a look at the card just to be on the safe side. And it's a short head win for Darren Thompson's Majestic Heat. Amble is second, Magic Soulard third, Shadow Serve was fourth, and Rhubarb was fifth. The Neptune Investments Novices Hurdle next then. This is 2 miles and 5 furlongs, grade 1 this one, and the top one is Boomdocker, Martin Leadham, Crazy River, David Robertson, Explosions in the Sky, Molliette Surfer, Glasgow next, Carl Arrogante, Nowhere to Go, Daniel French, Sapphire of the Sea, Darren Thompson, Anaglog's Daughter, Darren Howells, Borough Glen, Ghost Zapper, Derridon, Martin Cairns, Elaborate, Joshua Sutherland, Lemon and Lime, Graham Clutterbuck, Shine Kylogs, Derek Hinton, Sun Dante, Stu Gray, The Scene, Paul Rhodes, and Wind Power, Leon van Rensburg. So pretty good looking field are away and racing towards the first flight. It's a very short run to the first, and they're all safely over the other side of that one then, with another 9 to negotiate. And Explosions in the Sky is the leader on the inside, just from on the far side Shine Kylogs, and now the Grey Wind Power has come through to take it up. So it's the Grey Wind Power then that's going to be the leader from Shine Kylogs up the centre of the track. Then just behind the grey horse with the yellow sleeves, Explosions in the Sky. On the inside of that one, Lemon and Lime. Then comes Glasgow next, and after that one is Crazy River and The Scene, and then Borough Glen. Towards the rear of the field, Boomdocker on the inside is just about the back marker, with on his outside Elaborate and Derridon, with Sun Dante also towards the back. So They've jumped 2 then, and making their way towards the third, and Wind Power is showing the way home, with Shine Carlogs in the yellow jacket now settled in second. Explosions in the Sky is third, Glasgow Next is fourth as they take this third flight. Good jump by the horse in second place. Shine Carlogs has seen that one go right up sides the leader Wind Power. So Wind Power and Shine Carlogs then will come past the packed grandstands, sharing the lead. And they've got about a 3-length lead on the remainder of the field as they come now down towards the packed grandstand, as you can see, and take the flight which will be the last on the next circuit. And they're all over that one safely, with Wind Power on the inside, just the leader from Shine Carlogs in second. Then comes the Scene and Borough Glen. Glasgow Next is after that one, and towards the back still Boondocker, Elaborate and Derriden. So 1.5 miles to race then, and Wind Power it is that's got the lead from Shine Carlogs. These two are going well in the lead, with Explosions in the Sky at the head of the main body of the field, which is probably only covered by 6 to 8 lengths, so there's nothing out of this race yet. There's plenty still in with chances as they take flight number 5 and find themselves coming into the final 11 furlongs of the race, with Wind Power the leader and Shine Carlogs on his outside in second. Then a gap to Glasgow Next and Borough Glen. Explosions in the Sky. The Scene's making a forward move as they take number 6, and again Shine Carlogs out jump the grey there and just puts his head in front on the outside. But Wind Power is regaining the initiative on the flat, and that time they both jumped it well together. But the chasing field are pretty close, and there's still a lot to play for yet as they approach the final mile of the race. And the leader on the inside is just Wind Power, as we saw them racing away from us there. Wind Power the grey just in the lead from Shine Carlogs in second as they take the third from home, and Wind Power out jumps the second horse there, and has now gone a full length up. In third place now is Lemon and Lime, then Explosions in the Sky and the Scene, and then Borough Glen and Crazy River. Sapphire of the Sea nowhere to go, and Analog's Daughter. The back three are still Boondocker, Elaborate and Derriden. They've been out of the back three all the way, those three, and they swing now into the straight, and suddenly Borough Glen has swept up to take the lead. So Borough Glen it is then that's got the lead as they make their way towards the final turn towards home, and it's Borough Glen in the lead from Wind Power and Shine Carlogs and Lemon and Lime. And coming out of the pack, Crazy River coming to join that leading group, with Glasgow Next trying to cling on to them as they take the second last. And it's a fairly long run now to the final flight, and just under 4 furlongs to race, and Crazy River's come through to take it up now from the Scene in second, then Wind Power and Borough Glen, then comes Lemon and Lime and Explosions in the Sky. Difficult to see anything else getting into it now, and it's the Scene and Crazy River who are beginning to pull away from the remains. We concentrate on these front two as they race towards the final flight, and Crazy River on the inside is getting the upper hand. The Scene's under hard pressure, trying to run off from the back is Borough Glen, but down towards the final flight it's Crazy River. Crazy River's now got a length and a half clear. What's the Scene got left under his belt? Running on still is Borough Glen and Wind Power. They come to the final flight, and over he goes Crazy River. Crazy River gets away from it well, but now the Scene's trying to battle back up the hill, and the Scene is stronger up the hill, and also running on is Borough Glen, but the Scene's getting back in front, and the Scene takes it up into the final half furlong. Borough Glen is finishing like an absolute train, but it's the Scene who's in the lead, and up towards the line it's going to be the Scene. One last burst from Borough Glen on the outside, it's going to be close. They come towards the line. Borough Glen didn't quite make it. The Scene hung on. A brave win up that hill from the Scene has given a victory to Paul Rhodes. I think it was mighty close. Borough Glen looked to be beaten at one point, but the Scene has taken it. Crazy River's back in third, and you can see Boondocker's run quite well at the end as well to finish in about 6th place. We'll get the card as it comes up, and it's the Scene for Paul Rhodes. Takes it by a short head from Borough Glen in second. Crazy River was third, Lemon and Lime was fourth, and Wind Power was fifth. So race number 9 then is the RSA Novices Chase. This is grade 1, 3 miles, future Gold Cup horses in this, of course. Top 1, Avicenna, Leon Van Rensburg, Chocolate Cake, Joshua Sutherland, Furnace, James Shea, Pandemonium, Paul Rhodes, Big Miss, Colin Clark, Flash Cannon, Darren Thompson, Hoik, Martin Cairns, Princess, David Robertson, Sophie Ridge, Graham Clutterbuck, Supreme Touch, John's Jumpers, and Zero Sunshine, Molliette's Surfer. So away they go, and pretty much on the turn away from the stand then is where that race starts, as you can see under that second of the big screens, and the water jump will probably be the second fence, I would think, on this particular track. And Pandemonium is the leader. There's a different track, of course, on the third day of the Cheltenham meeting, and they do on the first two, and over the first fence they go. And Pandemonium is the leader from Avicenna, who's been tipped by quite a lot of people in the tipping competition. After that one, as they come down to the next, which should be the water, and indeed is, and they're all safely over it. So Pandemonium's in the lead then from Furnace and Supreme Touch, Avicenna, Chocolate Cake. Pretty tightly grouped the field at the moment, with Hoik just the back marker as they take this ditch. They're all safely over that one, and good idea that of Stu Gray's to put up a tipping competition. It'll be interesting to see how that one goes throughout the week. And over fence number 4 they go, with Pandemonium in the lead, with Avicenna in second. The grey on the rail is Princess, on the outside of that one is Supreme Touch, and Sophie Ridge and Furnace. Hoik has now made a bit of a forward move. Flash Cannons after that one, and then Big Miss as they take the next. The back marker is just Zero Sunshine, but there's not a lot really to choose between second and last place. But Pandemonium, who's got a 5 or 6 length lead and skipped over that one nicely in front. Slow jump by the Grey Princess and by Zero Sunshine at the back as they now race downhill. But remember, there's quite a long way to go yet. This is a 3-mile chase this time, and Pandemonium stood off that one, but got away. The Avicenna made a mistake in second, and that's just sent that one back down the pecking order a little bit. Big Miss moved into a clear second. Furnace has moved into third on the outside. It's still Pandemonium. Stood off that one as well. Oh, we've lost one there. It's a bad mistake by Big Miss. Really gave that one a wallop, and the jockey had absolutely no chance at all. So that's the first one out of the race then, and Pandemonium is standing off his fences but getting over them okay. He's in the lead. Furnace is in second. Avicenna has made a mistake, he's third. Princess has made a mistake, she's in fourth. Then comes Supreme Touch. After that one is Flash Cannon and Sophie Ridge and Hoik. And Chocolate Cake is on the wide outside as they take number 9. And the back marker is still just Zero Sunshine, but Hoik just dropping back a little bit after that fence there. So they're now coming to the fence that'll be the last on the next circuit, and once again the leader stood off it but got away with it and past the furlong pole, and swinging out left-handed again then now under the big screen, and especially for Stu Gray. 1 complete circuit to go, and Pandemonium's in front from Furnace in second. Supreme Touch is third, then comes Flash Cannon and Avicenna. Princess is next, then Sophie Ridge, and Zero Sunshine, Chocolate Cake, and Hoik is just the back marker. And towards the next then, all over that one okay as they race towards the water then for the second and final time, and Big Miss is pulling herself up. She doesn't want to go around anymore, and down towards the water they go then. All over that one okay. Pandemonium lead down to about 3.5, 4 lengths now then from Furnace in second. Supreme Touch is third, then Chocolate Cake, Flash Cannon and Avicenna together as they take this ditch, and all over that one okay, although Princess jumped it slowly. And Sophie Ridge is now struggling at the back of the field as a short run to this next plain fence. Slow jump by the leader, another mistake by Hoik and also by Flash Cannon, but it's Pandemonium in the lead, and we're losing Sophie Ridge. Sophie Ridge is being pulled up at the back of the field, so it's Pandemonium and Furnace then into the final mile then, and down to this big ditch, and Furnace jumped that one really well. Another one's gone there. That's Flash Cannon this time, a crashing fall for Flash Cannon. So suddenly we're starting to lose a few, and Pandemonium stood off that one but got over it well. In the lead from Chocolate Cake in second. Furnace is in third. Then comes Princess and Avicenna. Between them, Supreme Touch, Zero Sunshine's after that, and Hoik is just the back marker. Just over 5 furlongs still to race then. This is the 17th. And there's another one down. That's Chocolate Cake this time. Chocolate Cake's a faller. So, 3 more fences to take, and we've only got, what, 8 left in it? 7? 7 left. Pandemonium still in front, down towards the 3rd from home, in the lead still. Jumps over that one, okay. Mistake this time was by Supreme Touch, and it's Pandemonium. These novices are jumping like novices today. Hoik is now making some ground on the outside. So too is Zero Sunshine, but Pandemonium is still in the lead. Pandemonium's in front. Avicenna is second. Then comes Furnace and Princess, and then Hoik and Supreme Touch and Zero Sunshine, but they've got 2 more fences to take. Pandemonium's led just about all the way. Now, the hot pot Avicenna comes to challenge. Pandemonium jumps it better. Running on in 3rd now is the Grey Princess, but it's still Pandemonium from Avicenna. 1 to jump. Furlong and a half to go. Here's the final fence. Over it they go. And now Avicenna throws down a big challenge on the outside to Pandemonium with Running on Princess, but it's still Pandemonium. Pandemonium's in the lead, and Pandemonium looks strong in the final half furlong. Pandemonium from Avicenna and Princess. Pandemonium is pulling away and up towards the line. This is going to be another winner for Paul Rhodes, and Pandemonium takes it from Princess second. And Avicenna was a bit of a disappointment in the end, really. It was tipped by just about everybody, but Pandemonium takes it for Paul Rhodes. Princess is second, Avicenna was 3rd, Furnace was 4th, and Supreme Touch was 5th.
Race 10, the Coral Cup. The Get Out Stakes on the first day, the last race of the first day of the Cheltenham Carnival. Grade 3 handicap, so it's an open race. We've got Safe Cracker up the top for David Robinson. Hop, Skip, Jump, Shoestring, Storm Clouds Gather, BMX Bandit, James Dean, Holtz, Tea and Cookies, Corridor of Uncertainty, Assar, Big Game, Broke the Gate, Garancia, Pro Star, Fennis, Solway, Adam Man, King Desire, Storm Swiss, Bosbury, Pyreneans, Azinto, Sue Foley, and Sun Raver, Adam Ald. A set racing. And they're over the first. And 20 furlongs left to run. They got 9 more. Now 8 more flights to get over. And Big Game clears out and is our leader. Out the back there we've got Pyreneans, Jacinto, King Desire, Break the Gate, Garancia. Widest on the track, here's James Fowler's Assar. Also wide out there, a Safe Cracker. And BMX Bandit, so there's 3 top line trainers off the track. And Big Game leads comfortably by at least 3 to Storm Clouds Gather, Tea and Cookies, Solway Adams. They come to the 3rd flight. Just getting pushed off the track there was Bosbury by Man King, who just wobbled off its line. At the tail still is Break the Gate, Garancia and Pyreneans, Jacinto. But it is Big Game, and Big Game leads by at least 3 lengths, maybe a bit more, to Tea and Cookies. Then we've got Solway Adams, Storm Clouds Gather, Storm Swiss, who jumped quickly there and was able to poke its head into 2nd spot. We've got Shoestring and Safe Cracker, Sue Foley, Corridor of Uncertainty, Pro Star, Fennis, Holtz, James Dream, BMX Bandit, King Desire, Hop, Skip, Jump, Assar, Sunray, Broke the Gate, Garancia, Bosbury, Man King and Pyreneans, Jacinto. And they go looking for the 5th flight and they find it, and up and over they go. And Big Game still leads from Shoestring, Solway Adam, Safe Cracker, wide on the track. And we've got Storm Clouds Gather and Pro Star Fennis. Storm Swiss between runners. Then Jane's Dream, Holt, Safe Cracker, Sue Foley, Hop Skip Jump. And then Worse Than Midfield, Solway, Adam, Sunray, Corridor of Uncertainty, Tea and Cookies, Bosbury, Man King, King Desire, Assar, Break the Gate, Garancia, BMX Bandit, and Pyreneans Jacinto. Some of these have been wide throughout. Come towards the 7 furlong now. 1400 metres left to run. They're under the mile. Big Game is still our leader from Shoestring. Some of these horses caught wide. If they're going to win, they're going to have to be very big efforts. They'll need an extra gear and a lot of gas in the tank. But Big Game leads. Been pretty comfortable so far. Big Game heads towards the second last flight. It's about 1 3/4 clear of Shoestring, Storm Clouds Gather, Hop Skip Jump. Storm Swiss may not have any room to stretch out there as they go over the second last. And Big Game still holds them by 3/4 to Storm Clouds Gather. Pushing through now is Corridor of Uncertainty, Pro Star Fennis, a Hop Skip Jump, Shoestring, Jane's Dream, Sun Ray. They're inside the 3 furlong. Big Game still going all right for Colin Clark. Then we've got Pro Star Fennis, Corridor of Uncertainty. They're lining up across the track at the 2 furlong. They just got one more to get over. Big Games, they're starting to join up now. They come to the last and up and over they go. Big Game jumped it all right. Was able to retake the lead, but Hop Skip Jump takes up the running. It's Hop Skip Jump, BMX Bandit, Storm Clouds Gather as they run on down inside the half. It's Hop Skip Jump in front from BMX Bandit, and Hop Skip Jump wins from Storm Cloud Gather or BMX Bandit. We'll have to wait for the card. And Joshua Sutherland, congratulations, picks up a winner with Hop Skip Jump. Second, BMX Bandit, Leon Van Rensburg, and those horses were off the track through for most of the race. Storm Clouds Gather, Darren Thompson third. King Desire, Stu Gray was fourth. Fifth was Big Game by for Colin Clark, and that was a very handy run, and it was well deserving, picking up a bit of minor money and finishing fifth. The Polypipe Flying Childers. It's a 2-year-old over the 5 furlong. Group 2, I believe. Just waiting for the card to pop up. Here we go. And up the top, Champagne Classic for Craig Mullen, Charlie Tucker. Then we've got Crash Bang Wallop for Filler. 9-2, Lyric Fantasy, the favourite. Nahara Social Club, Rating Chase, Rockhound, Sandhopper Brown, Adarin, Blue Soul, English Poetry, Fairy Blood, and Lucky Queen. They're set, and they're off in the scamper. A bit flat-footed was for Filler, but it's picking up pace quickly and is now our leader. But just briefly, we had Fairy Blood and Lyric Fantasy kicking through, and Lyric Fantasy takes the lead from Fairy Blood for Filler out wide. Just in behind them, Lucky Queen, then Charlie Tucker from Nahara Social Club, Sandhopper Brown, Adarin, Crash Bang Wallop, Blue Soul, Rockhound, Rating Chase, English Poetry, and Champagne Classic as they run on down to the 2 furlong. Oh, and I reckon Lyric Fantasy's gone. And it's Lucky Queen taking the lead now from Fairy Blood for Filler. As they run on down to the furlong, it's 4 Filler out wide from Fairy Blood, Lyric Queen. It's 4 Filler in front as they run to the half from Lyric Fantasy. Lyric Fantasy's coming again though, and flying through the centre, Crash Bang Wallop. I don't know who's got that. I'm watching the replay like we all are here, and that's got up Crash Bang Wallop. in a boil over, really. Lyric Fantasy looked gone, kicked again. For Philip started flat-footed. Grey Clutterbuck picks up a Group 2 with Crash Bang Wallop. For Phyllis second, Paul Rhodes. Lyric Fantasy, Ghost Apples third. Rockhound fourth and fifth. Rating. Race 8, the Ladbrokes Portland Handicap. 5.5 furlong, I think it is. So 1,100 metres. You don't get too many of them. No, it is 5 furlong, my mistake. Anyway, so 0 to 110 and quick exit for James Sharp at the top. Then we've got Roland, Count the Dots, The Phantom, Dead Pop Stars, Lundy, Ivanhoe, World Class, Silver Walk, North Ferriby, King, You're Gonna Be Lucky, Flemmy Blue, Sister Larks. Last start winner, Dirty Prawn, Madly, Chocolate Morsome, Quintus, Six Sands, Mine all down the bottom for Alex Sherry. They're set. Anyone's race. Racing. A little slow to begin. Quick exit and Quintus. And out fast we got King, You're Gonna Be Lucky, Sister Larks, Count the Dots, Lundy, Ivanhoe. Also there, Madly, World Class, Silver Walk, Dead Pop Stars, Quick Exit, Minel, Dirty Prawn, Roland, Flemmy Blue, Quintus, Chocolate Morsome and Six Sands. So they run on down to the 3.5 furlong and North Ferriby leads from the Phantom, Sister Larks, pushing through King, You're Gonna Be Lucky. The Phantom down towards the fence and Madly out wider. As they run on down, it's the Phantom in front from King, You're Gonna Be Lucky, North Ferriby. It's still the Phantom in front at the 1.5 from King, You're Gonna Be Lucky. Sister Larks is there. Quick Exit is there running on at the furlong. Anyone's raced. Sister Larks takes the lead. Quick Exit quickly goes past it. It's Quick Exit, Sister Larks. They run on down to the line. Count the Dots. Sister Larks flying. Dirty Prawn. It could be 2 in a row for the Prawn. Vickers does it again. And it's got up Dirty Prawn from Count the Dots. Sister Larks across the track. I thought Dirty Prawn was gone at the halfway point. And S. Gray picks up another winner. Count the Dots second, Rod McClure. Sister Larks for me third. Fourth Madly for James Fowler's. Fifth World Class Leon. The Ladbroke St. Ledger from Doncaster. Group 1. So 9th race of the card, and we've had some exciting racing today so far. And 1 mile 6 furlong up the top there. We've got Enchanted Moment, Joshua Sutherland, Lucky Jim, Red Jackal, Salt and Pepper, Thunder Shock, Almirola for Jamie Hopkins, Arowsk, Newshound and Wackaday Lady for Graham Clutterbuck down the bottom there out of barrier 6. They're in the gates and they're racing. Fairly good line. Enchanted Moment and News Round are our early leaders with Wackaday Lady. Salt and Pepper up there are the Rousk, Thunder Shock, Red Jackal, Lucky Jim and Almirola. 13 furlongs left to run and Enchanted Moment pushes through and the jockey gives it a bit of a push. Goes out by 2 and a bit lengths to News Round. Wackaday Lady third, Lucky Jim, Red Jackal, Thunder Shock, Almirola, Salt and Pepper and Rousk at the tail. 11.5 furlong left to run and Enchanted Moment by almost 3 lengths now to Wackaday Lady and News Round. 1.5 to Red Jackal, then 3/4 to Almirola. Down on the fence, Thunder Shock from Lucky Jim, Arowsk and Salt and Pepper. Inside the 10, and Enchanted Moment still leads by 2 and a bit from News Round, just getting a little closer now. Wackaday Ladies with it 3/4 length away. Then 1.5 to Lucky Jim, Red Jackal. Back down on the fence, Thunder Shock, Salt and Pepper out 3 or 4 wide. Arowsk and Almirola at the 8 furlong. And Enchanted Moment, 2.5 lengths to News Round. Wackaday Lady is third. Lucky Jim on its outside. Then about a length and a half to Rouse, Salt and Pepper, Thunder Shock, Red Jackal and Almirola just tacking on. And keeping in touch at the 6.5 furlong, an Enchanted Moment. By 2 to Wackaday Lady. News Rounder still there. Lucky Jim looking comfortable. So too a Rouse, and out wider Salt and Pepper, Thunder Shock. Then almost 2 lengths away to Red Jackal and Almirola at the 5 furlong. And Enchanted Moment still doing it nicely by just over 2 lengths to News Round and Wackaday Lady together. Between runners is Lucky Jim, Salt and Pepper, Rouse, Thunder Shock 2 away to the Red Jackal, and Almirola is only half away. At the 3.5, Enchanted Moment still cruising 2 lengths, but they're starting to get busy now as they come on down to the 3 furlong, but so does Enchanted Moment, and he's pushed the button on it. And it's gone out at least 3 lengths clear now, maybe 4 to Wackaday Lady, News Round, they're in pursuit. On the fence, a Rouse, Scout Wider, Thunder Shock, Salt and Pepper, Lucky Jim, Red Jackal and Almirola at the 1.5. Enchanted Moments trying to steal it, 2 lengths clear of News Round, a Rouse running on, that's only between them. Inside, they come on down to the half furlong. News Round moves up onto the outside of Enchanted Moment and takes the lead, and News Round is starting to pull away, and News Round wins from Enchanted Moment. A Rouse is 3rd, Wackaday Lady 4th. Tried to lead all the way, Enchanted Moment, but News Round was too strong for Paul Rhodes. Enchanted Moment, Joshua Sutherland 2nd, 3rd, a Rouse for Marty Cairns, Wackaday Lady 4th, Thunder Shock